You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Welcome to Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Join the Podcast Mogul Phil Better as he interviews successful entrepreneurs that make their living in the digital world. Now, let's join your host, Phil Better, and his special guest today on Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast.
Welcome back to the final and most powerful episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. As always, your host, Phil Better, the Podcast Mogul, is here to bring you stories of entrepreneurs who are pushing boundaries, embracing innovation, and creating impactful change. Today's guest is a true visionary who is revolutionizing not one, but two industries at once. As the founder of True Mark Agency, he specializes in crafting tailored AI solutions for service-based companies, helping them streamline their operations and achieve next-level growth. But that's not all. He's also the founder of Official Artists, a groundbreaking platform that provides direct-to-consumer solution for music artists, empowering them to build profitable businesses without giving away a percentage of their earnings. He's only 29 years old, so this unstoppable entrepreneur brings a lifetime of experience to the table. Having migrated from Iran 20 years ago, he built a career rooted in resilience, innovation, and passion for helping others succeed. Whether he's developing cutting-edge AI strategies for helping artists, whether he's developing cutting-edge AI strategies or helping artists take control of their music career, his mission is as simple: provide value and empower others to thrive. Get ready for this episode to be packed with insight, inspiration, and actionable advice. So please welcome the one, the only, Babak, to the podcast. Let's roll that tape.
Welcome back to another episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast, with the special episodes for the Brand Up Summit here in Montreal. I am very happy to have an amazing entrepreneur named Babak with me. He has two companies that we're going to be talking about, but first he's going to do a quick introduction, about 30 seconds. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Babak, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm born an entrepreneur. I have stories that my mom tells me that I used to do things that I don't even remember, so it's not like an overnight type of a thing. I do have two brands, yes, companies. One is a marketing agency, which probably like everyone has. I think everyone is a marketing agency now. So I focus more on the brand that is more unique to me and that fits with my personality. And if I want to create a personal brand, would be the one that I would put my face on, which is called Official Artists. And this brand is basically like a Linktree, Patreon, OnlyFans, and a lot of different other apps made, but for music artists.
Love that. Supporting those artists. We need more music in the world. We need to find that next Beyonce. But I'm curious, what inspired you to start this brand and not stay with TrueMark?
Okay, so again, everyone has a marketing agency, and I had a lot of projects overall in my life, like little projects here and there that maybe just a project or it turns into a company. But I really wanted to be comfortable, again, having my personal brand or my image and actually build academy around it, build courses around it, build my image around it. And I think the marketing agency wasn't really fitting. It's really corporate, really suity. Like, you got to wear a suit and you got to look like a big shot. Or I tried to work with real estate agents, for example, but even that, like, it didn't really click. What I think really fits with me is really working with music artists, because that's my environment. My friends are music artists. My friends are artists. I've just also grown in art. But yeah, I have the opportunity to kind of merge tech, marketing, and art. And yeah, that's I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
a lot of places, but
You went everywhere and anywhere,
yeah,
and it arrived at the.
I sound like a politician.
Yeah, exactly. You were saying words,
Yeah.
but they did resonate. Unlike politicians, they did resonate with
Yeah.
you. So you're not you're better than a politician, so that's
Okay.
great,
Yeah.
right? And you spoke about what inspired you. You wanted
Yeah.
something that was more aligned with who you were as an individual. And artists are very authentic. With what you've done so far, is there a turning point or a milestone that you would like to share that helps solidify who your brand is?
Can I take a quick?
Yeah. Don't, bro. Trust me. I do virtual, so usually the internet goes down by now, so it's good. It's the no, not different. Turning point or milestone that helped you.
Kind of.
So, what turning point or milestone that you care to share helped you develop your brand?
Yeah, so I think as soon as you switch the way you view clients, instead of seeing them as leads, really see them as friends or as people that you can help, that really, really makes a big difference in business, because then suddenly a conversation is no longer lead qualifying, or it's not like trying to close a deal. It's more of a friendship and trying to help that person. So I think as soon as I made that shift, really seeing people as people and people as friends instead of leads, it really turned the business around in how much I was able to close, or how impactful I was. So I think that the tipping point is really just realizing that I'm dealing with people, and yeah, emotions, people, and all that. So just like a little shift in mind.
I like that. That little mind shift can do so much for everybody involved in businesses. I'm just curious because you run a marketing agency, and everybody and their uncle has one apparently.
Yeah.
How do you differentiate yourself? How do you stand out as a brand so that you can get those clients, both for your marketing agency, but also the agency you run for artists?
Yeah. So for the marketing agency, we just stopped advertising the things that everyone has. So everyone has a website. Everyone kind of knows someone that does branding. Oh, my cousin does logos, and I don't need this, I don't need that. And I know I'm just obviously, yeah. Anyway, I stopped providing all the services that I was capable of providing, and instead I specialized very in couple of services that is really impactful and tangible. The results are really easily seen. I really focus on selling those, and again niching down. So again, my marketing agency niche down is now marketing agency for music artists versus two different brands. So yeah, that's pretty much what makes it stand out, is that I niche down and I provide really what they lack or what not everyone is offering.
I like that. And what advice would you give to someone starting their own brand or looking to establish a business brand?
Yeah, I mean, the best advice I can give is to not really look for monetary gains in your business, or look for the outcome of making money. Because if you put your mind really on money, money is just like stocks. It goes up and down. And if your mood goes up and down with it, then you're just, some days you're interested to work, some days you're not interested to work, some days money coming in, some days not. And you cannot have, as a business owner or as an entrepreneur, you cannot have your mood all over the place based on how much money is coming in or going out. So I think really focusing on building good relationships and helping, and everything comes naturally after that. I think that's the best advice that I can give.
That's some great advice right there. And I like your little your parallel between the stock market and money going up and down and your emotions.
Green and red.
Yeah.
That's your mood 24/7 if you just think about the outcomes. Yeah.
I love it. I want to know how you stay innovative while still staying true to your brand.
I think it's really important to take client feedback and build basically upon the feedback that you get. So don't build features that you think is going to change the world. Just you have some set of clients, you have some set of relationships, and these people have needs, they have feedback, and you can always take that feedback and build a version of it or innovate on it, and you can kind of get inspired by what you're missing, what people need. And at the same time, staying true to your brand is really staying true to your values and being having integrity as a person or as an entrepreneur. So not bending down to anything that is trending, or not bending down to different acceptable social views or whatever, or trends. Again, it's really what keeps people with you. You don't have to be for everyone. You don't have to have services for everyone. You don't have to have the best. You don't have to be for everyone. You can just be you, have a very unique set of values, and have integrity, and have your own clients. But those clients who will stay because they resonate with you, and they will also multiply for sure.
I love that. Staying true to your vision, stays true to the clients, and the clients will stay true to you. While we finish up here, I want to know, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned so far in your journey?
Biggest lesson is that it's just consistency. Being consistent as an entrepreneur, yes, but also me, if I want to work with someone, let's say I want to invest in someone in terms of time-wise or money-wise, or even just work-wise, like working with them, I really look into how consistent they've been, because that's how I think is more valuable. Like you can, if you've been doing something for years, it just tells a lot about you as a person, and it's something that I can actually put my time into, and I respect it. So it's just like, yeah, consistency is key. And I don't know if that answers the question. Sorry.
It does. Don't.
I start with an idea, and then I just forget about the question, and it's just like ADHD. Like,
yeah, it's part of podcasting.
Yeah.
Really, that's why I always have my phone with me.
Yeah.
Or a pad of paper. But Babak, I want to thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure chatting with you. I'm going to have you come back on the full episode so my audience can learn even more about your journey and your story. But I want to thank you so much for being here and being part of the Brand Up Summit.
For sure, man. Thank you so much for having me. And honestly, the pleasure is mine. I'm still new to all this podcast stuff, and I don't have followers. I'm not an influencer. I'm just here to honestly just have a good time and build this resilience of vulnerability in front of the world, I guess. I don't know, but thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. I thank you so much for being here. To my audience, make sure you check out the show notes down below to stay connected. And as always, remember to invest in yourself.
Thank you for tuning in to this final special episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast, taking place at the Brand Up Summit 2024 in Montreal. As a big thank you to our guest, Babak, for sharing his incredible insight and into the world of AI and how it can transform business. He is offering our listeners something exciting. He's offering a free personalized AI assistant demo for companies that want to see how they can implement AI in their business operations. Obviously, this is a fantastic opportunity to explore the potential of AI and how it can help you to grow your business and thrive. So all you have to do to take care of this offer is connect with Babak, and so you guys schedule the DM and tell him you heard about it on Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. So again, if you found value in this episode, make sure you go over to Spotify, follow us, and leave us that 5-star review to help others find the value that you did from this episode. I thank my guest Babak. I thank you for listening, and I once again always ask you to remember to invest in yourself.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.